Yeah, it's important to have that ability to flip a switch when you don't like your start. A little slow, a little passive early on. Took us a bit to get going, but that's an important step to be able to learn that and kind of flip the script.
What did change that allowed you to flip the script?
Just a little bit more assertive on the body a little bit. We kept things simple, and that gets our legs under us a little bit more.
Paul always talks about team success and milestones being shared on this team. What did it mean to see Samo get goal number 1 there?
That's huge. He's been so close so many times. So says a lot about him to have that chance go off the post and be able to stick with that and come back next shift and put one away.
You talked about flipping that switch. What did your goal mean in particular? Just kind of stop the bleeding there and kind of start the comeback.
Yeah, I think it was an important time. Coming into the locker room down 2 as opposed to down 3 is a little bit different. We knew we were getting our legs under us a little bit. We knew they played last night, so it was a quick turnaround, and we were able to wear them down as the game went on.
Anton Lundell had that nice play to start that rush for you, kicking the clearing attempt onto his stick there to start it. I mean, how big of that was from Lundell?
Yeah, that creates it. That's where a lot of our offense comes from. It's being on the right side of pucks, and that's what creates our space. So it was a good play.
Thanks, guys. You spoke earlier about your first NHL goal, but just to see the smiles on all your teammates' faces as well, how would you put into words the feeling you felt?
Felt like 1,000 pounds off my shoulders. Felt like I played good enough to score. It just wasn't going in. So they were supporting me the whole way. Telling me to keep going and it's coming and stuff like that. It was a huge help having them behind me for sure.
When you think about all the sacrifices that you've had to make as a player growing up to get to this very point, what comes to mind?
All the tough days, that's one thing. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but I think the bad days are really where you grow. And, I've had plenty of those, plenty good days, so I think remember the bad days, but enjoying the good, I think, is a big thing. So those are things I look at for sure.
You had a really nice shot go off the post a minute or 2 before the goal. In that moment, did you feel like, man, I'm really close here?
Yeah, me and Pat and Valensis kind of just were buzzing there a little bit. We found our stride a little bit and connected on a couple passes. So you kind of felt like something was coming, and he kind of made a nice pass there, and we had a couple other good shifts, so it felt like we were on it. So it came for sure. Yeah.
Your friends and family were kind of sitting right below the press box, so we heard a lot of cheers when you scored. What did it mean to have them here tonight and kind of just take it all in?
It means the world. They've sacrificed so much for me. You remember so many memories of them driving to the rink and stuff, and it all leads up to this, and it feels a lot better that they're in the building. Just wanted to save it for them, So
Spencer Knight, another Connecticut kid, got as a secondary assist on that goal, actually. How cool is that?
It's pretty cool. I didn't know that. He just told me 5 minutes ago, so that'll be a good one for the Checkers, remember for that one. But I grew up playing with him, against him, so that adds to a special night for sure.
And you've had a lot of chances like that one that rang off the post, and all throughout it, you had the confidence to stick with it, had the confidence to come up here and tell us that you're close. I mean, how good did it feel to finally get that one?
It felt unreal. Like I said earlier, I had chances. I was playing well. I had a couple other, wraparounds that I missed, so on this one I made sure to, tuck it down. So, it felt unreal. Just first of May, though. So
we were not great to start, but just found a way to change it in a hurry, and just came out and played really 2 good last periods in the second and third. So something we can build on for sure.
How important was that Reinhart goal to close out the first?
Yeah, huge. Just to try to get some spark and some momentum back our way, and we actually felt good going into the second that we were going to be able to change it and be play the exact opposite how we did, and I felt we did that.
Paul always talks about successes in this room being shared. What did it seem to see Samo finally get that one? He's come so close.
Yeah, it was really incredible to see. I don't think we're going to forget that one. That was one of the nicest first goals I've ever seen, and way nicer than mine. So I'm very happy for him. He's been so close, and to see him put that one in that style was incredible. And just talking with him. He had a lot of family and cousins and friends here, so that just makes it super special. So very happy for him.
And a huge game for you. What did it mean? You only just got back in the lineup here to have a game like that. You kind of re-kickstart things.
Yeah, no, it's been just a weird start. I felt amazing going into camp, and then unfortunately had to deal with what I had to deal with, like the second half of camp and going into the season, and finally got checked out. And so now finally to be back and feeling good and getting some games under me and just feeling confident as games go on. It was I'm starting to feel better, so that's always good.
And what can you say about Nider's kind of mental fortitude? This game, a couple weird bounces early, and then just locked it down completely.
Completely locked it down and was incredible for us. And I think with when you look at the game and see he gave up 3, for people that didn't watch it might not realize how great he was, and he was incredible tonight and just really gave us a chance to win. And in that second period, he made some incredible stops in the end of the first to just keep it where it was. And they got 3 very early, but that's all he was giving them tonight.
On your second goal, when you peeled around the top of the circle, what did you see?
Just trying to open my stick up to try to make them think I was going to move it, and just trying to freeze them a little bit, and I was just allowed a lane to keep walking in. I don't know, just found a little bit of a lane, and just try to shoot it quick.
Thanks, Mackie.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Being down 3-0.
I think the last one of these we had was in Dallas last year, and we were awful start to finish, but we found a way to win. Tonight we had a very difficult first period. Islanders played very smart, very well, and then we were able to get our game back, which is a very difficult thing to do. I thought we built, and then our forecheck got to be pretty dominant by the end. They played last night, so really pleased that we were able to change gears. You're not going to come out of the gate right. We were really good out of the gate in New York the other night, so you have to be able to change your game. That's a hard thing to do.
What was the turning point that allowed you to get back to your game?
I think we were just really slow. I thought we moved the puck slowly, and then when we stopped trying to possess the puck on every change of possession, we got faster. So it has to go into holes, it has to go in behind them. It was just a slash route on the first goal, just get it out, get it in, get it to the net. So I thought we sped up with the puck.
How important just was that Reinhart goal at the end of the first there to turn the tide?
Well, yeah, just to give you, if you're within 2 with 40 minutes left to go, there's still lots of hockey there, and you only need 1 in the next period. So I think it allowed you. We felt against Minnesota and Buffalo, 2 of our losses, that we got behind and opened our game up and made things worse. Never gave ourselves a chance to come back. So that puts the belief back in, and then you can sell it a little different way in between periods that we're not that far out.
What can you say about just the composure of Knight? After maybe not as
Yeah, well,
but
he makes the save at the start of the second period, the breakaway save, and that's probably the key to the game. Because if they score or go to 4-1, you're going to have a hard time just emotionally finding the energy to come back.
Mackie, you've been so close these last couple games. What did it mean to see him finally get it?
Happy. The bench loved it, right? Really happy for him. Cracks the bar, and you want it to be a goal that means something. So that was a huge goal. I thought that line, I thought that they generated the offense, or at least the possession time, to make the game 3-2. They had given us a great shift, hemmed the line in, then changed, and we scored. So they had an impact on the game tonight. I think it's the first time that you could say those guys were a big part of the win.
I mean, just looking at Mackie's demeanor and the way he talks about all the chances that he's had in the first 10 games of the season, where he's gotten so close to scoring his first NHL goal but hasn't. I mean, what do you get to say about his confidence just to be able to keep going and keep generating those chances?
Yeah, I think that's there. You know what? Like, I think that's who he is. I don't think he needs a tremendous amount more confidence to generate offense. That's the strength. The rest of his game is really what he's learning on, and he's improving in some of the battles along the wall, some of the decisions with the puck. So much of this for young players, you just need time on the ice. And we've got a fairly deep team, so it's not always easy to take ice from somebody else. But he's playing well, and we want to make sure that keeps going.
I mean, how encouraging is that confidence, though? Because a lot of players would kind of shrink towards so many of those chances not going, and he's still on the puck.
I think over the course, I'm going to guess this because I didn't see him, but I'm going to assume that he generated offense at every level he's ever been at. I think it's innate now. He has a complete belief that he can do it, and he can do it. In practice he's done it, and he's in games he's had chances. So he's going to produce numbers. There's no doubt about that.
What do you see from Matthew tonight? Obviously a lot of points, but just in all the dirty areas as well.
Yeah, he was back a bit, feet moving. He's been off a long time, right? And I thought last game in New York, first period was a little rough, and then it got better as it went. And he was probably the lead performer for us early on. He was right.